Hey you guys, sorry I'm late. Oh, do you want to see a magic trick? This is more of just the dot at the top of the eye. Just to prove a point that I've already proven. Which is, when I say things, I'm being honest. And one thing, I was just late because I was doing another shoot on another channel. And then I saw my brother. And the only reason I have this cookie is because I took a long time helping him move. So, I don't know why, but I have this constant urge to explain myself. So, when there is a camera switch, or a pause in phrasing, or anything really, I'm just in the process of trying to figure out if it was normal or not. And just then, that wasn't normal. You don't expect to see a magic trick where I randomly pull out a match, but if you've already been subscribing to my channels, you'd already have the cake. Of course, mine is more like an oatmeal cream pie. Have the cake, you'd already get the joke. And you know that the fact that I'm even recording this right now is to tell you guys that if you're famous, I just pranked you. Oops. It's because you couldn't hear me. And because you couldn't hear a whisper. I'm just letting you all know that you missed the debut. And so did I. Of a show I was really looking forward to watching. The debut of Suicide Squad. And that whole thing has just kind of been the process that led me to making this explanatory YouTube video anyway. So, I just want to let you know that this all started out by me realizing that I'm an awkward mofo. And then, it made me taking a dumb little quote that said, crazy people, no. What did it say? The ones who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones that do. So I'm gonna eat this and drink this in front of you, just to prove a tiny point that I've already been saying over and over. I am honest. Yeah, whatever. You've already told us. Whatever. No. I am not showing to you an honest person. I'm explaining to you how I can be honest behind the scenes and behind the camera as well or better than you. That's all. So I set forth for myself a mission. A mission that is impossible. Mission impossible. But that's okay, because when I'm Tinkerbell and I only need to believe in myself for once, amazing things get accomplished. Like this whole YouTube channel, it's kind of just been an art project in the first place. But I mean, just like this little box, this one little YouTube channel is chock full of things that are important to me that, as I've already said, I could care less. Ready? I could care less if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that channel is not my message. Because I actually have 3 messages. And this is the one that I want you guys to hear. Human lives matter. Not yellow, not black, not white, not blue, not purple like my t-shirt, or alien like you can't read on the back. But human lives matter. This is Carly Quinn here. Did you hear me? I'm no Harley. Shoot, my motorcycle, it's just a Honda. But I will do one thing in my life that makes me happy. And that is proving to the world that I am worth understanding. That's all. You don't have to subscribe. I would just appreciate a view on like potentially every video. I only have like 15. But at the same point, although I know that I have probably 15 plus, I've only viewed probably about 3 times 3, maybe 9, but I know that I have not been in time with my own schedule, my own rhyme, and my dominoes, man, they're worth more than a dime, because you, girl, you are fine, you are a dime, girl. But sometimes I'm not crazy, and sometimes I am, and sometimes I rhyme like Sam I Am, who had that green eggs and ham, and that's Dr. Seuss, and I'm not you, but I am me. So clearly, something is wrong here if all of you guys think that you can just ignore my ear, because my ear is my calling to let you know that you are crawling on your knees attempting to understand me. Well, me and my little freaking important box will sit over here and watch you try to get me when you're not actually getting me or my 6 picture frames. You're just attempting. And when you attempt, you realize something that is true. You realize that I do have a mental illness. Yeah? Well, the only ones who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones that do. You wanted the microphone to drop? Well, I just dropped it. With this here exclamation, not explanation, exclamation. I am shouting out. Not to any particular person, because as we all know, when I make references, it is either to myself and my own TV show, or to my friends. So you know what? I'm sorry I didn't know my own appointment. I'm sorry, Tristan, that right now I can't even find your letter to prove a point. But what I can use is my own personal references to prove my own personal point. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Well, maybe you did now. Because I will use camera tricks. I will use tricks of the trade. But it's only because I'm practicing them so that my own handiwork will look prettier. And I don't have to wear fingerless gloves to prove it to anybody. I'm just a choo-choo train that's lost my own tracks. Well, if you'd like, you can join me in discovering them back. But let me just tell you that ahead of time, everything you're gonna look at is raw, real, and from the heart. This is a warning. This is a cautionary. This is not, please look at my YouTube channel. I'm letting you know that when you go there, if you go there, because I've been shouting my own name way louder than I really wanted to ever in my life. If you go to my YouTube channel, just be forewarned that that whole beginning part of me getting out of a rough patch, that is what I use to play on for my promotion of my own name. And that doesn't matter what my cause is now. That confused people. Because someone like me, someone who just spends day in and day out attempting to be honest, it gets hard for us. It gets hard for us because then when we actually have something to say, cheers, it's not going to get said. And even if it does, like I have decided to do, thanks Facebook, cheers. Snapchat, cheers. Twitter, cheers. Throughout all of the years, YouTube, cheers. Because this has been Carly Quinn, And no, Quinn is not my last name because yes, I do know how to keep things private. I just have chosen not to keep certain parts of my life private. For point number 2, which I don't think you are ready for yet. But until then, this has been Carly. Me and Mega Me are the only support we need. Moral support? Yeah, pretty much. I always burp in these, I'm sorry. Alright, Carly over and out. Spelled a little bit funny, with a C and 2 E's. But sometimes I make them 3s. Choo choo. Hey. Alright, let's try this again. Fine. I got them everywhere.